Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Psalm 90:12. The same calendar has been hanging on my grandfather's wall for over a decade. A single day in December is circled. It's the day my grandmother, his wife of more than 50 years, went home to be with Jesus. I have a similar calendar hanging in my heart. There's a day circled in April when our baby slipped into the arms of Jesus after just a few weeks of life. And I've known others who have circled the days of a diagnosis or divorce. As humans, we seem to have a longing to mark the days that mark us. When we think of those days, it changes the way we look at all the ones that are yet to come. They remind us that life is fragile. In the busy, happy seasons, we can forget that's true. We fight with the people we love like we'll have forever to make it right. We squander hours on meaningless activities as we have more than enough time to fulfill our purpose. We drift through life on autopilot and forget that every mile is bringing us closer to the end of our journey. Then a day ends up circled on the calendar, and suddenly we're jolted awake. We see the blue sky. We hug the people who are close to us. We treat time like treasure instead of trash. That's the hidden gift of trouble. It makes all that's good and beautiful and true stand out like stars in a night sky. We learn to count our blessings and to make our days count. Over time, we become wise because we realize that everything we value is just a breath from being gone. The people I know who have grasped this truth the most don't live in fear. Instead, they're made courageous in a wild and rare way. They embrace life with both hands and yet at the same time hold it loosely. They overflow with joy and weep with abandon. They love deeply and yet know how to let people go. They see those circles on the calendar as part of a much bigger circle, one that goes on for all eternity. Our lives are a paradox, so short and yet eternal. We have so little time and yet we have forever. We are temporary and yet we are going to be around 1,000,000 years from now. Wisdom is what lets us live between those paradoxes. It sets all that happens in the calendar of eternity. It gives us the grace to appreciate the now while anticipating the then, and to live somewhere in between. Live like this day will never come again, because it won't. And live like you will exist forever, because you will. We're all somewhere between now and not yet, sustained by the only one who holds the hands of time and our hearts. God bless.